About 7 years ago, I did a video on how to make the world's loudest alarm clock using 2 car horns. It was loud, but now it's time to kick it up a notch. I'm a little bit disappointed with my smartphone's alarm. It's not very loud. In fact, it doesn't even wake up Domino. So I was determined to do something radical. I picked up this really cheap $5 alarm clock. The measly buzzer on this thing only registers about 83 decibels. Not loud enough for me. So it's time to pop open this piece of plastic and see what we got going on in the inside. I removed a few screws, including that one they try to hide in the battery compartment. Alright, time to pop this case open and look inside. Oh, there's that gigantic 1-inch speaker that's supposed to wake me up. The first thing I'm going to do is unsolder the 2 wires going to that little buzzer, because we'll need them for the project. And now it's time to build a trigger circuit for this alarm clock hack, and that'll consist of a few components: resistors, capacitors, a couple of diodes, a 555 timer chip, a small relay, a transistor, and a power jack. So we'll start by laying in our 555 timer, and then we'll begin to add all of the components based on this schematic, which is available at kipkay.com for free. I'm not going to walk through the entire build of this circuit because it'll take too long and bore you to death. When it was completely built and tested, I trimmed the circuit board a little bit so it'll fit inside our clock. I dug through my boxes of wall warts and found this 12-volt AC adapter we're going to need, and then got a red and black wire and wired them up to the output of this circuit. Now back over to the clock, where we're going to take the original green wires coming off that massive buzzer and solder them to the input of our trigger circuit. Okay, everything's wired up, so it's time to put the circuit inside of our clock housing and button it up with the screws. Now, I told you this was going to be a little bit radical, and it is, because I'm going to be using a blender. Now, this is an old school push-button blender, which is awesome. Liquify. Time to get inside this baby, and there's 4 screws. Using my nut driver, I'll remove those, and I'll pull off the bottom. Ooh, that is vintage. I located the switch portion of the blender, and I soldered down the black and red wires from our trigger circuit. Okay, you gotta tuck those wires in so they don't get in the way, and then it's time to put the bottom of this blender back on and screw it shut. This is gonna be crazy. We're almost ready, but we need to set it to liquefy. Now, what should we put in the blender? How about some steel BBs? Yup, I told you this was going to be radical. Okay, it's time to dump some in and close the top and get ready to wake up. Or blend awake, as I like to call it. I've got the loudest alarm clock on earth right by my bedside, and I'm sleeping like a baby until that dreaded moment. Holy crapola, that is loud. It's actually ear-piercing. And while this probably isn't something I'd want to actually have on my nightstand, it sure was fun to build. Stay tuned for a decibel test. Now, I probably wouldn't be as deep of a sleeper if it wasn't for the super comfortable mattresses from Casper. I was skeptical about a mattress delivered to my door in a box, but they're totally comfortable, and it's because they're a high-tech hybrid mattress that combines latex foam and memory foam, and they carry a 10-year warranty. Now, don't go store to store shopping for a mattress when Casper will send you theirs to try out for 100 nights. That's over 3 months. If you really don't like it, they'll come and get it for free and refund your money. And as an added bonus, kipkay fans get an additional $50 off by going to my link, casper.com/kipkay, and using the promo code KIPKAY. I'm proud to have Casper as a supporter of my channel, and you'll be proud to own a Casper mattress. Okay, let's check out the decibel test of my new Blend Awake loudest alarm clock on Earth. Holy cow, 130 dBs. That's enough to wake up anything. So that's how to build the loudest alarm clock on Earth. Just for fun. Share this video with your snoozy friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.